Protect yourself and your family from unexpected challenges. Consider accident-only income protection. Click the link in the description to find out more.
Boxing King Media in association with SaveMoreMoney.com. Delighted to have with me Clifton. Mitch and Clifton, great to see you here in Bournemouth. How are you keeping?
Very good, very good. Good to see you, Boxing King Media, and see you've joined a different social media network, which is good to hear and see, and see it's going all well for you.
Yeah, a long time ago, but that's not important today.
Okay, cool.
Chris Billam-Smith fights Masternak, obviously, this weekend. Everyone was expecting Lawrence Okolie to take the rematch clause. Lawrence done an interview recently where he talked about potentially going up to heavyweight. That fight obviously isn't happening. What have you made of, obviously, Lawrence by standing and letting Masternak take this fight and him potentially fight the winner next year or move to heavyweight?
I think he'll probably move to heavyweight, I think. He's got the frame for it. He needs to put some weight on his legs. No disrespect, Lawrence, but I think he'll probably move up. I think he's probably struggling to make the weight, and I think he was a bit flat on his last performance, which I think he lost it rather than Billam winning it. You know, he gave that many points away and grabbing, holding. It was kind of a fight that wasn't the best, but you know, when you're there, you're thinking, is he going to knock him out or is he going to get disqualified? And that's how I thought, you know, of the fight, and I think Billam will grow from his last world title fight, and I think he wins. I think he wins Sunday even. Sorry.
Does the mentality change when you're the challenger trying to become a world champion to then being the champion and then defending it?
I think through my experience of working with fighters and being a boxer and seeing how you can grow as a fighter after you win a world title, it gives you another. There's not many fighters that actually win one and then become a caretaker. You know what I mean? Just win it for once, and then, like I said, everybody's reckoning that Masternak's really, really a big puncher and this and that. But I think if you put both of them together, both of them in a prime, then it's a different. I don't think that Masternak's in his prime, so I think he's got a good 4 or 5 rounds at him, and if he doesn't seem to land, then I think it's Billam's all the way.
Cliff, I really want to speak to you about the heavyweight division. A massive card coming up in a couple of weeks' time in Saudi Arabia. Let's start off with Anthony Joshua takes on Otto Wallin, Southpaw. Not a long time to prepare for Otto Wallin. In fact, it was only made 6 weeks out, but training with Ben Davison, obviously. The team's saying he's still with Derek James, but because of logistics, the time difference, and Derek training Ryan Garcia, it wasn't possible to fly back for the presser, fly back, and then fly to Saudi, etc. But what have you made of the whole link up with Ben Davison and Anthony Joshua?
I think it might be a good fit, like I said. But you know what? As my mum would say, it's an old Jamaican proverb: a dog with too many homes goes without dinner. So, you know, you can pick till you pick shit. Understand? I'm not saying Ben Davison's shit, by the way. I'm just saying to you, but you can keep going from that trainer to that trainer. You have to be happy with yourself first and foremost. So the training at this level now, at this age, you ain't going to learn enough, really. The odd thing here, the odd thing there. Well, actually, when you get in the ring to fight, you're going to have to you revert back to type, if you know what I mean. No matter how you do it, you're still going to be Anthony Joshua getting in that ring again. So he can get. I think it's more mental than physical now. Understand? So he was 34, 33, 34. So really, it's more mental than physical. So in working with Ben's very, very. Just listen, only he knows. Like I said, and the good thing about it, he's worked with Tyson, so he knows what big kids are like, and he's worked with. I was working with Joshua, so if it ever did come across, I think he's got a little bit of a bit more of an insight for Tyson, rather than. I think that might be the reason why he's gone there. I think, well, you know, if I win this, and then Tyson could be next after, you know, Usyk. So.
I mean, you're a trainer as well. Obviously, got quite a few fighters under your remit, but the time that Ben has with Joshua ahead of Otto Wallin, what changes? What can he bring out? What can he bring new to Joshua for him to learn?
Yeah, but what can he bring new to Joshua? I think different mindset, maybe. understanding what his strengths are, what his weaknesses are. The good thing about it is that I think he's had Atta Weldon over as a sparring partner. I think he's boxed. Has he boxed? I think he sparred with him before, so he knows exactly what it's about. Let's hope it's not a Zhang Joyce, where he's boxing the southpaw the first time. But like I said, it did give Tyson absolute worries for the first fight. So can it be a banana skin? It can be, but I really do believe that Joshua will get through it.
One of the things Otto Wallin said in a recent interview was that he feels like Joshua has already peaked. Joshua has had his best years in 2017 and 2018. What do you think of those remarks?
Well, you can say that about Jordan Gill, couldn't you? And what did Jordan Gill do at the weekend? So, you know, and give massive shout out to Jordan for what he achieved. But I also think that once you've sparred with him, I think you understand. Either Wallin was holding back in the spar, we don't know, do you? Or Joshua was going out there and absolutely blow him away. Understand? So you can look at it. There's two different scenarios to this, isn't there? You can say that Joshua's going to go and blow him out, and then you can say Atta Weldon was holding back or not holding back. But I think Joshua needs to just believe in himself, and I think it's belief. I'm not saying he's not believing in himself, but it needs to go and put it out there. If you know what I mean. Don't hold back. Go and put it out there. Let's see the old Joshua come back.
John Fury did an interview with the Metro where he said that he feels Tyson Fury needs more time to fight Alexander Usyk. He needs more time to work on his conditioning because you feel like he's taking too many punches right now.
I think you will say that from when me and Peter were working with Tyson. Tyson was a little bit more on his toes. He was in and out, round and round, and boxing, stepping away, tap, 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 in and out. But since he started working with Sugar, he's holding his feet a little bit more. So if you hold your feet a little bit more, you are going to take a little bit more punches. But I think it did need to hold your feet, and you need to know, you got to do both, hold your feet and move. Understand? Not at the same time, but individually, if you know what I mean. But I think that you have to really look at the fight in front of you. I don't think he needs any more time. I don't think he's not taking too many punches. I don't think. I think that if you, how can I put it? If you work on your distancing and stepping across and working on what shots you need to throw to Usyk, I think Tyson does a job on him. I really do. I think even after that performance against Ngannou, he wasn't at the best. He got hit. He looked clumsy, looked untidy. But then again, if you look at who Joshua's boxing next, last time he boxed him, and after that he went on and did great things, didn't he? So I believe that he'll have a bad performance for a really good performance coming up. That's what I believe.
Cliff, Conor Benn, it's still ongoing, this whole saga with the whole Chris Eubank Jr. fight. Eddie Hearn's talking about 4 days left to make the fight. If the fight doesn't happen, then Conor Benn will still fight on February 2nd. Obviously, you've heard what Robert Smith on the board said on TalkSport regarding this matter. Yeah. Where are you with this?
Where am I with it? I think the board. I'm not really a massive fan of the board from the things I've been through and the things that my family's been through with the board. But you got to hold your ground. If you're going to hold your ground, hold your ground. You can't bend. And I'll give Robert his due. He's not bent, and the British Boxing Board of Control's not bent and said, right, okay, we'll let it through. I think he just needs to go and sit in front of the board, have it out, and I think he'll get his licence, because I don't think there's anything stopping him. I don't know why he's not done that. They must know why they're not done that. I'm not making an opinion on that, but they must know why they've not sat in front of the board. Do they think they're bigger than the British Boxing Board of Control? I don't think they are. I don't think anybody is ever,
Okay, Cliff, I appreciate your time as always. It's
What about Baby Miller against
Eddie Hearn.
No, yeah, that's even better. Yeah, he said he's going to slap him when he comes to New York. He said someone's going to roll up on him, whatever. But him against Daniel Dubois, I think that's a sticky one. I think that's very sticky. I think Daniel lands one on his chops. He's supposed to be the biggest punching heavyweight out there, isn't he? Apart from Ngannou. But I think that's probably the most interesting fight of the whole card for me.
Do you think if Daniel lands clean on Big Baby, does it just bounce off him?
Well, he bounced it off Ngannou when Tyson hit him, didn't he? But they're used to being kicked in the head and kneed in the head, so a punch ain't nothing to them, is it? So we'll see. But I don't know. Tyson reckons that he battered him in sparring loads of times, didn't he? Put him over 3 or 4 times in sparring, so we don't know. But it's 2-3 years down the line, isn't it? 4 years down the line since they were supposed to fight. So you've got... We don't know. Because time is time, age is time.
Absolutely.
Good. That's it.
Cliff, appreciate your time. It's Friday today, so the fight is on Sunday. Yeah. So hopefully we'll catch up with you after the fight.
Okay, yeah. Up the Rams.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of a motorway with a broken down car? Like me, is that something that worries you? That's where motor breakdown insurance comes in. If your vehicle breaks down, a trained professional will be sent out to get you back on the road. Or if this is not possible within the specified time frame, to transport you to your home or to the nearest garage.